What's going on, everyone? It's another absolutely amazing day here in Michigan. I hope you guys are having an awesome day, enjoying the nice, beautiful weather wherever you're at. In today's episode, we're gonna be applying a dormant spray to our fruit trees. I know you're probably expecting us to be at the farm, shocker, but we actually have some really nice fruit trees at our house we need to get sprayed. And so I wanted to bring you guys in, show you how we spray, when we spray, and go through kind of the spraying regimen that you can do. It's very inexpensive. It's very simple. You don't need to overcomplicate it, and it is highly effective at controlling not only some really pesky pests, but also some pretty brutal diseases that are honestly so easy to prevent that most of the time it's just a lack of prevention that causes them. The two things you're going to need to do a dormant spray are these right here. This is a neem oil or any horticultural grade oil, and copper fungicide. Very simple, very affordable. You can get them just about anywhere. We carry them over at MIgardener, but you can actually get them at Lowe's or Home Depot, Menards, any garden center will have them. They're just about everywhere. The first thing we're gonna start with is neem oil. We're gonna add about 2 tablespoons per gallon. This is a 3-gallon sprayer. So we're gonna add roughly about 5 to 6 tablespoons to this 3-gallon sprayer. Now the reason why we add this oil here, neem oil or any horticultural grade oil, is because this will smother. We want to smother harmful insects, whether it's scale, or whether scale is a hard-bodied insect, whether it's aphids, woolly aphids, whether it is a white fly, whatever it might be, coddling moth. The eggs lay dormant in the cracks and crevices in the bark, in the branches, those crotch angles of the tree. And they lay dormant there where they're protected from the elements. And by spraying them with an oil, will actually smother them because they breathe through their skin. And so that can actually help to smother and reduce those dormant eggs. Next, copper fungicide. This is very important. This is critical for controlling things like apple scab. And also, we're gonna tank mix this with the oil. We're gonna add roughly about 1 tablespoon, maybe 2 tablespoons at most. You gotta be careful not to overdo this. The copper fungicide you can overdo. About 1 to 2 tablespoons, no more than that, per gallon. So we're gonna add about 6 tablespoons into this container here. And this copper fungicide is going to control, apple scab, fire blight, powdery mildew. It's going to control all of your apple-related diseases in the early season. But you can also use this for your peaches. This is critical for controlling peach leaf curl or peach canker. Without copper fungicide during the dormant season, it is nearly impossible to prevent. You have to prevent it early before you get it rather than once you get it. Once you get peach leaf curl, spraying it is almost irrelevant. So you can't wait until later on. It just is not effective. You want to spray it in the early season. And next, we'll talk about how early and when with timing, because timing is everything. So once you get your tank mixed up here, you got your sprayer all mixed up with your dormant spray, it's time to spray. Now, when is the best time to spray? 1, it needs to be sunny, check. 2, it needs to be not too breezy, not too windy. A little breeze is okay, but really strong wind gusts is not great. You want it to stick onto the branches, and you don't want it all blowing around, so you don't want it to be too windy. Temperature. You want the temperature to be below 50 degrees. A lot of people will say below 60. I prefer below 50, but not colder than 40. So you have about a 10-degree temperature window. You want a 10-degree temperature window for when you're spraying, and you want that spray to dry in that window as well. So I'll wait until it's above 40, but below 50, so I can spray these trees. And then that way it actually stays effective. Too cold, it can actually damage the tree. And then too warm, it can also damage the tree as well. So I prefer to wait until, kind of like I said, an early spring day when it's below 50 and above 40 to spray the trees. And finally, no rain in the forecast. You don't want rain in the forecast for at least 24 hours so that it has a good chance to set and dry and actually activate on the tree. Now, the final timing piece is you want it to happen before bud break. You want to spray these down before they break bud. All these trees are still in their dormant state. If the trees start to break dormancy, you've missed your window. You really want to spray them before they break dormancy. So spraying them right now is really critical. It's very important we do that. So next, now the timing's all right, we got the spray, it's time to spray. And we're gonna spray these down, top, bottom, underside, everything. We're gonna spray them all down to dripping. And you don't wanna spray just the one side, you wanna spray the underside as well. So we're spraying the one side, spraying the next side, spraying them all down, coating the branches. Till dripping. Now it's super important that you get the tree to dripping with this spray because we want to make sure that it's actually going to work. We want to make sure that it smothers those dormant insects. Spray the trunk. Don't miss the trunk. The trunk is just as important as the branches are. There are so many different things that will lay eggs real close to the base of the tree. Spray the base of the tree. Spray the trunk. It's organic. Don't worry. You're going to be fine. Your tree's gonna be fine. Spray the heck out of it. And this is going to be one of the best things that you could possibly do for your fruit tree, your fruit trees in general, is by spraying them down with this dormant spray. If nothing else, you are going to control up to 70% of your problems by applying a dormant spray. 70% can be controlled with just a dormant spray. And I know you're probably thinking, Luke, I thought a lot of apple farmers, a lot of fruit farmers, aren't their fruits all in the dirty 13, the dirty dozen? Well, it's true, they are. They're very heavily sprayed. But that's because they're bringing stuff to market that needs to look absolutely perfect. I don't care about aesthetic. I care about quality. I care about reducing my pests, my pest and disease load. I'm not worried about perfect. I'm just worried about acceptable. And this will get your stuff nearly perfect. I say nearly perfect, which is shocking because it's organic. You don't even have to be that crazy about spraying chemicals. I'm not, I grow all organically. But even though I'm not that crazy about chemicals, I can reduce my problems by nearly 80% by just spraying my trees down with this dormant spray. It's that simple. Spray them down to their dripping, let it dry on the plant, and you're good to go. All right, so we're really quickly gonna just spray down our apple trees here. When they're all sprayed down, we're gonna finish spraying those, and then we're gonna move on to our pear trees. We're gonna spray down our pear trees. You can spray down literally any fruit tree. Pears, peaches, plums, apples, nectarines, pawpaws, I don't care, spray them all down. Blueberries, spray them down. You can control so many problems by just spraying. And the reason why most people don't spray their trees is not because they can't afford the spray, it's really cheap. It's not because they can't get the spray, it's very accessible. It's not because they don't know how to spray, the information is available. It's because they just don't take the time. And that's what, I hate to say it, but that was me. I'm speaking from personal experience, that I just didn't make the time. It takes only a couple minutes, but it sometimes feels like it's gonna take forever. It's like one of those things where it's like, I gotta go do that. It's one more thing that I have to do. But if you want good quality fruit, it's not gonna happen by luck. It just is not gonna happen by luck. There's never been a time when incredible quality fruit has just happened by luck. It happens by taking those necessary steps to control the pests and the disease that can plague your fruit trees. Just take the time, take a few minutes, and I promise you, on everything that I have, I promise you, it will help. So as always, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you all learned something new. Let me know in the comments box down below if you're spraying your fruit trees, if this spraying regimen helped. And like I said, keep it simple. Keep it simple. 2 tablespoons per gallon of each of those, oil and copper fungicide. Shake them up, spray them. Perfect time to do it, early season before they break dormancy. But when it's below 50, warmer than 40, and you're gonna be set. You're gonna be set. I cannot wait to see your results. I can't wait to hear how it works for you. And so I hope it helped. I hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, this is Luke from the MIgardener channel, reminding you to grow bigger. Take care, have a good one, bye. Hey, thank you so much for watching today's video. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed, consider clicking this one. You'll probably enjoy it just as much. I want to thank you for your viewership because without it, this channel would not be as amazing as it is. Also, if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. It's free and we upload videos every Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. We also have vegetable seeds, fertilizer, or tools. If you need any of those, consider visiting MIgardener.com. Links will be in the description box below. We've got you covered. And as always, we'll see you all in the garden. Take care.